This video I'm about to show you is new. John Hunt is a great videographer that he has me impressed. What's even more impressive than that is his ability to accurately pinpoint deviant actions made by Officer John Glenn, his superior and or the overseer of the body cam footage. When police falsify evidence, it totally destroys credibility and trust from the communities. Here's an even bigger problem we may not have seen yet that I'd like to point out. When police deliberately do something wrong and get caught, they propagandize the idea that it is an isolated incident. The news will present statements from the chief of police like, "This incident does not reflect upon the department. He or she acted as an individual, therefore the integrity of the department should stay intact," and it seems as if most Americans buy into it as long as their safety is assured. Furthermore, when one department gets caught up in such heinous acts like the one you are about to see, all police departments act as individual departments and believe their integrity isn't ruined because it didn't happen in their area or jurisdiction. Now let's break that down. How is it that if you have a warrant for your arrest, every department shares responsibility in making that arrest, even if you're from another state or jurisdiction? They are united against you, but not united when one department screws up, like falsifying evidence. I think I've said enough. Hopefully some of you brainiacs can pick this up and run with it. Now watch this video and get ready to be woken up by a brilliant man named John Hunt. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this on your social media platforms, and please give credit to everyone involved, including the original uploader, as well as myself. Leave as many comments as you'd like, but please, no violence or racism. And here's the amazing video.
I have a question.
You said that the city attorney's office's access has been restricted.
Correct.
Do you know why that change happened?
As a result of this case, because we were about ready to start an internal investigation on how that video got out in public.
Which video?
My dash cam video.
I have a question. Why would a policeman ever say that about his own dash cam video?
We were about ready to start an internal investigation on how that video got out in public.
This is the story of how I got a falsified dash cam video from the police department of a small town in southern Nevada. In June 2016, I was arrested in Boulder City for protesting a police enforcement activity, a crosswalk sting. It can be difficult to convey how abusive that practice is, if you've never seen it in action, but it's a form of entrapment. The police have a volunteer who crosses the road in a very particular way, so that it tricks you into driving through the crosswalk while he's still standing in it. The trick works on almost everyone, and the fine is $250 every time. I thought that they were taking too much money from people, and that it wasn't fair. So I decided to stage a non-violent protest by repeatedly crossing the road back and forth in that same crosswalk. After I'd crossed the road 3 times, a policeman pulled up to me. This was Sergeant John Glenn. He said,
"Step over here! Step over here!"
I asked why, and he refused to give me a reason. So I refused to go to his car. And when I refused to go to his car, he got out and walked over to me and grabbed me and dragged me away, all without saying a single word. He walked up to me and attacked me without saying anything. But when I received the police video of that event, the dialogue of that interaction had been changed. The audio you're about to hear is fake.
"Step over here! Step over here!" There's something you don't understand? Okay, step to the front of my patrol car, right next to the car. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
That conversation never happened. It was edited that way to make it appear as though the officer's use of force was justified. His use of force against someone who was simply standing in place on the sidewalk. I think I was supposed to forget. I think I was supposed to move on. I think I was supposed to accept that the events on that fake tape were what actually happened. But I didn't. Instead, I looked for the truth. And I found it. 2 separate videos emerged of the moments where I was grabbed. One police dash cam and one surveillance cam. We hired some of the nation's top experts, the NCMF, to synchronize the videos. This meant we could watch what was happening on the videos as we listened to the audio. We then created a 3D reconstruction of the arrest based on a detailed analysis of the videos. Here's that fake audio again. As you listen to it, see if you can form a mental picture of how it should have happened.
There's something you don't understand? Okay, step to the front of my patrol car right now. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Now here's how it actually happened.
There's something you don't understand? Okay, step to the front of my patrol car right now. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Once again, that's a reconstruction based on a synchronization of 3 separate videos. A synchronization produced by one of the top forensic institutions in the country. All 3 videos line up with each other perfectly, but the audio doesn't line up with the videos, because the audio is fake.
Okay, step to the front of my patrol car right now. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
There's more. You've probably noticed the highlighted text that was overlaid on top of the reconstruction. By analyzing different areas of the audio, I was able to piece together exactly how they created that fake conversation. They took things I actually said and copied them, and changed them slightly, to make me say things I would never say. But if you listen closely enough, it isn't hard to figure out how they did it. But this is all very elaborate, covering up clues, transposing audio to make fake conversations. Not to mention the fact that to even do this at all, you'd have to hack the integrity check. That's the proprietary system in place that's supposed to protect police videos from this kind of tampering. Is there really anyone in this small town who's smart enough and capable enough to do all those things? Yes, actually. The police cameras in this town are all administrated by a very talented computer expert. We deposed this man. We interviewed him about a long list of subjects, including hacking the integrity check and covering up sections of audio. And he exhibits textbook signs of lying at all the wrong times, including grinning when he thinks he's tricking you, visible changes in breathing when confronted with uncomfortable topics, fidgeting to relieve tension, stroking his own clothing to self-soothe, darting eyes, and many more. He's a clever man, but it doesn't take a genius to see that he's lying about things that he shouldn't be lying about. I wasn't rewarded for trying to expose this fake evidence. I was prosecuted. And when the city lost and lost again, they kept appealing, until finally the case ended up before the Nevada Supreme Court. That's right. This fake tape is now at the center of a criminal case that is before the state Supreme Court. So, back to our initial question. Why would a policeman ever say this about his own dash cam video?
We were about ready to start an internal investigation on how that video got out in public.
You tell me.